Alright, hey guys, what is going on? Back once again, Intelligent Psycho back once again. So in preparation for what is going to be, continually be J. Cole's final studio album, The Fall Off, I figured we might as well rank his discography from worst to best. Now, he's had, for certain people, a mixed discography over the years, you know, and people kind of was wishing at one point he could stop, like, doing his own production and go over other producers. I didn't really necessarily have a problem with that, but some fans of hip hop and mostly the majority of the hip hop circus, they was kind of wishing he would challenge himself more with they're going over different production. But for my album ranking, we're gonna rank from worst to best, and we're only counting studio albums, not counting like any other mixtapes, you know. So the Warm Up and Friday Night Lights and the Come Up and Your Shooter, they would not be in this list, but anyway, the studio albums ranked from worst to best. So we're going to start with my least favorite project from his, and that is his debut project, actually, The Sideline Story. I feel like his career kind of got a lot better than what he did on that record from there, and I feel like he kind of elevated his craft and his pen game moving forward. But there was some really good songs on there, like Can't Get Enough, A Dollar in a Dream, Lights Please, and believe Nobody's Perfect. So those were some really good songs on there. But yeah, that was my least favorite. But number 5 we have is KOD. Number 4, and this is probably the toughest one. 4th one is always the toughest one. I'm gonna go with For Your Eyes Only. I think this is some of J. Cole's best songwriting. I feel like his songwriting on here was just incredible. From For Whom the Bell Tolls, Changes, Neighbors, and then of course next to the last song, She's Mine part 2, I thought was pretty decent. And then For Your Eyes Only, the last song, which I really think was really good and elevated his strong and his pen game. The production was great on there. Then we had number 3 is Born Sinner. Number 2 is The Off Season, and number 1 for majority of many of fans is Forest Hills Drive, 2014 Forest Hills Drive. Alright, that is my ranking for J. Cole, and I will be doing the Fallout pretty soon. But yeah,